Hello, my name's Richard Ayres and I'm the product manager for the SoundCraft SI Compact series. SI Compact is a new range of mixers that brings together technology from the award-winning SI and VI series together in a small package. The SI Compact is ideal for those who are new to digital mixing or for those who work in demanding applications where speed is a requirement. All of this is achieved without the need for complex menus or laptops and similar to augment the control surface. Essentially, SI Compact. Simplicity is the word. The SI Compact series is available in 3 frame sizes. There is a small 16 fader, which is natively rack mount, the 24 fader, which we have here, and a larger 32 fader console. The larger mixers are natively tabletop, but can be fitted in a drop-through installation if required. Each of the 3 models offers exactly the same user facilities, with the exception of the insert points, which are not available on the smallest 16 fader console. On the rear of the console are all the inputs and outputs, with the exception of the headphone out. There are the recallable mic amps and 16 balanced line outputs, AES, in and out, 2 pairs of stereo line inputs, a 64 in by 64 out expansion slot, offering connection to and control of SoundCraft Studio stage boxes, connection to other consoles for I/O sharing, and a range of other digital I/O systems, including CobraNet, Avium and multi-channel AES. The inputs and outputs are all preset and pre-configured for simple out-of-the-box operation, but may be repatched easily from the colour touchscreen if needed. Audio connectivity is augmented by MIDI, word clock and a high QNet Ethernet port. The control surface comes familiar after mere seconds, and you'll feel like you're at home with an old friend. Starting at the bottom, we have the 100mm motorised faders. These are augmented with the SoundCraft Fader Glow system, which illuminates the fader slot in a colour appropriate to the job the fader is doing, so you'll always know where you are. Above each fader is a solo key that routes the channel to the monitoring. The select keys bring control of the channel to the assignable channel strip. The on key turns the channel or the routing on and off. Above the keys is metering, showing the gate open and closed, and action of the compressor gain reduction. Adjacent to those meters is the main channel level indicator, giving indication of the signal level in the channel. And finally, the global encoder, which is normally gain for your channel, but may be switched to be the high pass filter or pan control. The global encoders offer instant access to a range of parameters on the desk for every channel. By default, these are input gain and trim, but may be switched to be the high pass filter or the pan setting of the channel. The assignable channel strip is where all of your audio parameters, with the exception of the graphic EQ and Lexicon, are controlled. As SI Compact has a dedicated encoder or switch for every function, we're able to label them and place a scale on them just as you would have done on an analog mixer. The controls are never overlaid. It's always one control and one function. Starting on the left of the ACS is the meter for the channel or the bus, phantom power on and off, phase reverse, gain or trim control, the high pass filter frequency, and high pass filter in out. Next on the ACS come the dynamics processors. There's a compressor and gate on every input and a compressor on every output bus. The full features are complemented with metering for gate, open, closed and hold, and compressor gain reduction. Moving on, we have the 4-band EQ. It combines simplicity and flexibility, offering shelving bands and fully parametric bands. The EQ settings are available on the LCD screen if required and show the individual band settings along with the overall curve that is applied. And the last section on the ACS is the delay for the input or the bus that you're working with, the pan control, and routing to the left, right or mono bus. Although there is a dedicated LED ring encoder for each function, each section is complemented by the function focus display on the LCD. Whenever a control is turned, it and all of its partner controls are displayed clearly on the LCD window, giving the exact readout of the setting of any given function. This extends to functions like the graphic EQ and the global mode encoders. Above the LCD screen is a lamp output, meters for the monitoring, dedicated metering for the left, right and mono bus, a USB port for loading, saving, backing up shows, monitor level volume control, along with solo status and the power key. The LCD screen and surrounding areas allow the console configuration to be changed easily. Let's take a look at what a few of those buttons do. Show is for show-related functions, such as replay filters or renaming the show using the touchscreen. System gives general information about the system and the software and allows resetting of the console at various levels. Monitor offers various adjustments within the monitoring system, including routing of the monitor outputs. Solo offers the option to change the default setup of the solo selection and systems. Inputs and similarly outputs offer access to edit functions such as the channel or bus name, the channel or bus type as mono or stereo, pre-post fade, routing of inputs and outputs and direct output sends. Navigation to the home screen is simply by pressing the lit menu key. Below the LCD screen is the Lexicon controller. Press the Lex key to open the screen on the page to edit the effects units. Scroll to choose the processor that you wish to adjust. Click for a list of available patches. Click again to make your selection. The parameters for the patch are adjusted with the encoders below the screen. There are up to 12 parameters available, and these are accessed through the touch-sensitive tabs that bring the controls to the surface. For processors that have a delay function, there is a dedicated tap key that may be used to set the tempo. The bottom right corner finds the master faders, left, right and mono, with their associated select and on keys. Above these is the cue control, store to store a cue, recall to replay it, next for a sequential replay, and cue list to access the cue list menu on the touchscreen. There are a number of advanced functions by using the Alt key in conjunction with some of the cue list functions. Moving left is the solo clear key. This illuminates whenever a solo is active on the console, and pushing the key clears all of the solos. Above this is the clear function. This is used in combination with other keys to reset various parts of the console, such as clear and EQ will reset the channel equalizer. Similarly, we could use clear and bus to reset all the sends from the channels to a given bus.